Just getting things started. I'm putting myself completely in the park today. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, my audio, it should be.
Let mute, unmute it.
All right.
If you've got your microphone on, you can just turn it off. That'd be great.
It says mute my audio.
Yes, I need to unmute it.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Right.
Hello.
Oh yeah, hi Steve.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah. I was just trying to get this video thing working. Don't worry, I am here. I'm just hiding. Right.
Morning, Steve. It's Bob.
Morning, Bob.
How you doing, mate?
All right.
Long time no see.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I have to try and catch up with you when we're allowed.
Yeah, hopefully. As things go on, roll on.
Yeah,
We're all
indeed.
let loose again. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like caged beasts.
I know.
Right. I'll speak to you again soon, okay, mate?
Yeah, cheers.
So what?
Morning, Mark.
Good morning. I'm trying to be a bit fancy this morning and put myself completely in the park.
Oh yes, it's good.
It's. I don't know how it's going to last. What it means is if I step over here, I disappear. Oh, it's amazing what you can do with this stuff. Yeah, obviously I stand here, got no legs now.
Cotterages, David Copperfield.
That's
Is that Tai Chi magic?
Yeah, it is magic.
All
right. So what we're going to do today is I'm going for something a little bit different. As you can see, we're completely in the park, and just make sure this is all working fine. Yeah, obviously when I walk up the edge, I disappear, but that's fine. It's the first time. I gave it a go probably last year when I put me on the beach, and that seemed to work okay. So I've been playing around with the green screen, and I'm going to give this a try today. So we'll see how it works out. So today's class is going to be, I'll do some warm up, and then I'm going to do Shibashi step 1, and then I'm going to do it correctly to the correct music. So I'll do the right numbers. I'll do it exactly authentic as it should be, using the exact music that you should be using. Because people keep asking, I see so many people doing it different ways. Some people using different music. I don't know, normally I use our music and just do around about 10 of each movement, but that's purely to get us all loose and exercising. But today I'm going to do it completely traditional, completely authentic, using the right music doing the correct numbers. So we'll do warm up, then Tai Chi, Qigong, Shibashi, set 1. And then we're going to switch over to John and Lynn, and John's going to do the Tai Chi executive form, which is was developed by Tan Ching Ni, my teacher from Singapore. And the executive form is grass to sparrow's tail up to single whip. So the first section up to single whip, and then round and round and squares. But I'll leave that to John to demonstrate. So we'll be here for a bit. Remember, if you can see lots of pictures, then that's because you've got it set in gallery view. If you want to see one large picture of me or John, whoever's demonstrating, click on speaker view. Please turn your microphone off. I'll go and turn them all off now. But if you do want to speak, just turn your microphone on and speak. So we'll see how we go. I'm just going to disappear off the picture now for a moment. There we go. So we've got 38 people today. Remember, if you don't want your picture on the screen, it won't always be a gallery view. But if you don't want your picture to appear at all online, just turn your camera off. All right. Don't do that yet. No, don't do that yet. Got a bit carried away. All right, so first of all, make sure you've got plenty of space to move around. If you're out in the park like me, you should have all of this space just to yourself. All right, okay. Feet comfortable shoulder width. Have a drink if you need a drink. Sit down if you ever need to at any point. I might lie down on the grass in a bit. We'll wait and see. But first of all, shoulder width. Start bouncing. So there's going to be no music for the warm up. I'm just going to get the body nice and loose, and I'll turn the music on when we do the set of exercises. When this gets loaded up to YouTube afterwards, YouTube automatically adds subtitles if you need them. So I know some people have been watching this and asking about the volume or subtitles because of struggling a little bit with hearing. So the best bet to do really is watch it on YouTube afterwards. It's not live on YouTube at the moment, but it will be loaded up afterwards. That way it will add subtitles for you. Okay, so what we're doing here is just bouncing up and down, nice and loose, like you're riding a horse. Almost as if you're standing on the ground, and the ground like a trampoline. And so it just bounces in your muscles in your legs, shoulders relaxed, arms relaxed. So hopefully you can see just a big picture of the park with me in it. We see how it works out. Technology is an amazing thing. You can't see all the wires. Okay. Swing, nice and loose. In and out. The aim here is to loosen your hips and your waist, loosen your shoulders. This move is called swinging arms or throwing arms. Part of Hong Ching Shen's Fang Song Gong set. It's strange not using music this morning. Nice and loose. Forwards, swinging forwards. Nice and loose. We'll turn sideways so you can see. All I'm doing is swinging like I'm bowling, almost like I'm leaning forward, like I'm bowling a ball, swinging forwards. I'm pulling backwards. Nice and loose, like I'm putting a rope towards me. And side to side. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Like you're doing some kind of Tai Chi hula hula. Side to side. And swing and turn. Nice and loose. And shake. Sink into your hips, lift one knee, you stand on one leg, rotate your ankle round and round. The other way round and round. Up and down. And swing forwards and backwards. Round and round. So the way things are looking, in line with government guidelines, it's looking like we should be able to get back outdoors week beginning the 29th of March. Fingers crossed, you know, we just keep it on, government keep its eye on what's happening. So although I'm pretending to be outdoors right now, hopefully in 6 weeks, maybe in time for Easter, and the weather's getting a little bit warmer, we should be able to start meeting outside again, getting all the different parks going again. We'll keep you updated. We'll keep posting on the page and in the groups across Open Space, Birmingham Open Spaces Forum and Coxbridge Park and other parks. We'll keep you up to date with what's happening. Okay, circle round. Shoulders relaxed. Push, bend your knees, swing through. Keep your shoulders nice and loose, fitting into your hips. Swinging side to side. Rolling your shoulders. Forwards. Backwards. Knees forwards, curl up. Round again. Hands together, push. Bend your knees, swing through. And side to side. Roll the shoulders. Forwards. Backwards. Forwards. Chin and chest. Go up through your body. Give your body a shake. Trousers straight. Just roll the shoulders back. Nice and loose and forwards. Okay. Right then. So now we're just going to go and start the music.
Qigong 18式是根据太极拳的轻柔、和缓、意气相随等特点，结合气功的调身、调心、调息三要素编导而成。通过舒展优美、轻柔缓慢的形体动作，配合呼吸，以意引气、意气相随，从而疏通经络、调和气血、治病强身、祛病延年。体式调息。
Breathe it in and out. Shi means in, means out.
开阔心怀。
Breathing in and open.
挥舞彩虹。轮力分明。
Breathing out, sink down. Breathe in, come up.
部到顶峰。吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，呼。
See here, we're going breathing in,
吸，
and like a big roller coaster, big dipper, to breathe out,
无心划船。
rowing the boat,
吸，
in,
呼，
out, in as
吸，
you come up,
呼，
out as you sink down,
吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，吸，呼，胸前托球。吸，
holding the ball in front of the shoulder, out, in, out,环体望月。吸，呼， turn to gaze at the moon, breathing in,
吸，
and out, and in,
吸，
and out,
吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，呼，转腰推掌。吸，
turn the waist and pushing the palms,
呼，吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，呼，马 手，
And sharp. Maybe hands in the clouds. Breathing out. And in. Out.
吸，吸，吸，吸，腰海观天，
Left leg forward as you scoop the sea. And look at the sky. Scoop the sea. And look at the sky. Scoop the sea. And look at the sky. Scoop. Out.
吸，吸，
In as you scoop the sea. And out as you open up.
推波助浪，吸，
Breathing in. And out as you push the waves.
吸，吸，吸，
In. Out.
吸，吸，
Look. In. Out.
吸，吸，吸，吸，吸，吸，飞鸽展翅，吸，
The flying dove spreads its wings. Out. Breathing in. Out.
身地冲拳，吸，
Take the more stance. Breathing in. Punch.
吸，吸，吸，吸， 大雁飞翔，
Flying goose.
吸，
Up into your tiptoes and down.
吸，吸，吸，吸，吸， 环转飞轮，呼，吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，
Change in direction.
呼，吸，吸，呼，踏步拍球，
Marching.
吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，呼，吸，
In, out.
按掌平替，吸，
Out. Breathing in,
吸，
general energy up. And out. 擦掌收工。 Thanks. Okay. Neck. Here we go. Shake. Right. So it's much shorter when you do it to the exact number. That's why I tend to make it a little bit longer. But that's fine. I just wanted to give you a different experience today. Right, I'll just disappear off the camera again for a moment. Make sure everyone's doing okay. All right. So really what we can do is get John and Lynn to do the next section. So John, I think you can probably turn your microphone on.
Okay.
Okay. So you're comfortable? Do you feel ready to carry on?
Okay, fair enough. Right. So, we're in the lounge, as you can see, so we're not in the garden. The executive form is basically a short format where you can practice ward off, roll back, press, separate, push, and single whip. And it's nice and easy because you don't have to move around too much. So you got about 4 foot square, something like that. It's great. Okay, so we start off normally as you would start doing the form. So feet together. Okay, nice and relaxed. Can everybody see me? Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So bend, turn, lift the heel, turn, step, slow. Okay. So preparation, hands come up, elbows down, nice and relaxed. Forward. Okay. Ward off. Turn the foot, step forward, ward off. Okay, ward off right. Okay, roll back. Press. Separate. Double push. Single whip. Relax back onto the back leg. Come round. Step. Single whip. Okay, this is where it changes from the form. So it's ward off right. Roll back. Press. Separate. Double push. Single whip. So we're doing the same moves in 4 different directions. So coming round, step, single whip, ward off right, roll back, press, separate, double push, single whip again, come around, release, and step, single whip, nice and relaxed. Ward off right, roll back, press, separate, double push, single whip. So lift the toe, come round, nice and relaxed. Step, single whip, nice and relaxed shoulders. Ward off right. You can do this as many times as you like because it's a nice small area. And of course, you're practicing all those different moves. Separate, double push. Single whip. Ward off right. Roll back. Press. Separate. Double push. Single whip. Lift the toe. Come round on the heel. Right over left into single whip. Step. Single whip. Raise hands. Sorry, ward off right. Roll back. Press. Separate. Double push. Okay, single whip again. Come round, nice and rack. Should be getting the hang of this now. Single whip. Okay, ward off right. Left hand facing your right hand. Roll back. Relax the shoulders. Press. Separate. Double push. Nice, relaxed shoulders. Back onto single whip. Okay, come round. Single whip. Okay, ward off right. Roll back. Nice and relaxed. Press. Separate. Double push. Single whip. Come round. Single whip. Ward off right again. So left hand facing your right hand. Roll back. Turn the waist. Relax the shoulders. Press. Separate. Double push forward. Good. Come back. Release. Lift the right toe to allow you to come around on the heel. Come round. Single whip. Step with the left foot. Single whip. Okay. Ward off right. Roll back. Relax shoulders, relax the elbow, turn the waist, press, separate, double push. Again, come around, single whip. Okay, ward off right, roll back, press, separate, double push, single whip, come round, single whip. Okay, wood off right, roll back. Somebody standing there looking a bit confused. Okay.
Hasn't got a sound on.
Your microphone's off, Janet.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I can't see your legs. Could you stand further from your camera?
yeah, sure, no problem.
Right.
Not better.
Not really. I can only see you from your waist, and I'm not sure of foot movements.
I'll tell you what, because I can see all my feet. I'll do it for a second, John, so you can see my feet as well. Okay, I'll just pin the video so it comes up as me. Place pin. Okay, right, here we go. Pin in the ground. It is hard getting all the space on webcams, like we can only see everybody else at home. Right, so here we go. I'll just do it once so you can see on my feet and everything.
Yeah.
We've gone beginning, ward off left to turn. It's just the same as the form all the time. Ward off left, turn, step. Ward off right, roll back, press, push, single whip. Okay, you can see I'm just going to move around single whip here. So from single whip, turn, ward off right. Then repeat around, press, push, single whip. From single whip here, I'm just going to turn, step, ward off right. So what we're doing is we're just doing, when John and Lynn are doing it, and all we're doing is the same form as you normally do. So ward off left is here, ward off right is over here, single whip is over here. But when you get to single whip, all the difference is instead of going to lift hands, you drop and turn the right foot, step up and ward off right. Then roll back and press and push and single whip. Okay, so from single whip, we're going to do drop the right hand, the right heel, turn, step with the right foot, bring the right hand up and turn. Yeah. Okay, and just repeat around again. So okay, so I'll just switch back to John and Lynn.
Right, thank you.
Okay. Right, okay, so we'll start from the beginning again. We've Lynn's just suggested if we put the computer on some books to raise it up, but
Yes.
we'll have to sort that out for next time.
Yeah.
Okay, so from the beginning again, we'll move back a bit further. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
So heels together, down, turn, lift, step. So preparation as in a normal, and forward. Okay, ward off. Okay, ward off right. Roll back. Press. Separate. Mark on the back leg. Go forward onto the front leg. Back onto the back leg. Release the right foot. So you're on the heel. Come round. Okay. Single whip again. Again, ward off right. Roll back. And press. Separate. Double push. Okay. Single whip again. So we come round. Release the toe. Lift the left heel and step. Single whip. Ward off right. Roll back. Relax the shoulders, elbow, turn the waist. Press. Separate. double push. Again, single whip, come round. Okay, ward off right. Roll back, nice and relaxed, turn the waist, press, separate, double push. Single whip, come back onto the back leg, lift the toes, around, single whip. Okay, so ward off right, roll back, nice relaxed shoulder, press, separate, double push. Last time, single whip, come round. Okay. Ward off right, roll back, press, separate, double push. Okay, so as you can see, it's all in a short space of time, a space of area. So if you've got a nice little corner of the kitchen or something you want to practice in while you wait for the kettle to boil, it's ideal. And it takes up all those press, push, roll back, single whip, separate and push. So I think that should be okay. Mark, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
I'll be with you in a second.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Can I ask a question about the rollback?
Yeah.
Does your front foot, does your toe lift when you do the rollback? When you do the
only when you come around to do the single whip, you lift the toe.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Thank
you're
you.
basically from there, you're turning the waist, dropping the arm, working it from the shoulder nice and relaxed, turn round, turning the waist as well. The reason for you turning the waist is to release any tension. You don't want any tension. So you're coming round, turn there. If you turn your arm like that, that's starting to pull on my back now because my body is facing forward and my arm is turning my shoulder. So there's all tension being created in my shoulder, my upper back. I don't know whether you know, but all the muscles in the whole of the back are linked like this. And what happens is when they're in tension, they're like this. Okay, when they're in relaxed, they're like that. And that's what we want the whole way through the form. Nice, relaxed, no tension. So from there, turn, relax, turn the waist. Again, this, the shoulder, come round. And you're not doing, what a lot of people do is they do this. Business, it's like swimming. You're not doing that. You're turning in, roll, working from that elbow, okay, that joint there. So come round, turn, and just work the elbow. So basically, you're like that. Only I've loved it a lot slower. Turning, coming back, press. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks, John. Okay.
Okay, Mark.
Okay. Right then. So the aim with the executive form is just, I'll stand a little bit closer to the camera here, is just to allow you to do ward up, roll back, press and push and single whip, round and round in a small space, pretty much square. You got to call the executive form by Tai Chi, someone teaching in Singapore, who developed it to practice, because they all live in flats in Singapore, although they can go outside in the park, they like to practice more in the living room or in their office. We call it the executive form, with the idea that you can practice in your small office square space without needing to go outside. And as John was saying, everything is about loosening the shoulder blades and mobilizing the upper body. Now, Bogdan, you asked that question about the toe, and I can appreciate that some people might practice 24-step, sometimes get called Beijing form or Peking style or simplified Tai Chi. In the 24-step, there's a lot of lifting the toe. So people might lift the toe when they push or lift the toe when they roll back. But in Chimanching style, you only lift the toe when you're going to turn around. So for example, here, I'm in ward off left. When I want to go to ward off right, I lift the heel, turn and step. And I'm going to go over here to ward off right. When I want to go to single whip, I lift the toe, turn, lift the heel, turn, step, and I'm in single whip this way. When I want to go toward off right over here, I lift the heel, turn, and step up and turn. I'm having to lift my feet more than I would normally do. Let's just say it's because of the grass. All right. Okay. And so you can see more clearly here. I'm going to roll back. So from here, my left hand point towards my right palm. As I turn, sit back hand to the elbow, drop the left arm, open the hip, shoulder up and the elbow, release, turn, and press. Release the elbows and shoulder blades, and push. Okay, so from here, then slide to the right, sit back, hand to your elbow, round to the left, drop the left arm around, open the shoulder, open the elbow, open the wrist, bring it round, and press, drop the elbows and shoulders, and push. Yeah, his microphone is still on. Oh, wait, John's on. Up, gets in a minute. The software is still freaking my head out. Okay. You see from here, you see here, I'll move back so you can see my feet in a moment. I'm just going to repeat ward off, so roll back, around, press, push, single whip, all the way around, in, up, and turn. So I want to move back over here so you can see my feet. Turn lift and up. That's what we do normally. We do from single whip to your lift hands. In the executive form, you're just going to drop your right hand, turn the toe, step up and turn. Roll back and press. Separate and push. Okay. The thing with doing all this stuff online is we forget that we're watching you and you're watching us doing this, that we can just see a part of you. Cameras are fabulous, the internet's wonderful, but we can only see a little bit of anything. Like right now, I'm on the grass, but my grass stops here. So my feet will disappear as soon as I come forwards. And that's the magic of stuff, isn't it, really? So here we go. So from single whip, let's repeat what we did. Turn and release, and up and turn. Roll back around, press, separate, and push. The value of doing this step, these movements that John Lim was demonstrating this morning, again, is a small amount of space that you need to practice in your hallway, if you like. The other advantage is because the principles of Tai Chi are the same for every movement, all the way to the four. So if you're just choosing these 4 or 5 movements and practicing, am I pushing up from my feet? Am I releasing into my feet? Push. Down. Then I'm releasing toward off left. Am I releasing my weight down to my left leg and turn it? Moving in, stepping forwards and through. I'm going to come through. I'm coming through and underneath my body. So I'm coming in and turn. I'm coming through and up. I'm going to turn and do ward off right. Coming underneath and up. Roll back underneath and press and up. So all the time, my body's kind of doing this. Not necessarily as exaggerated as that, but it's kind of doing this. So I'm sitting underneath and up. Roll back, press, separate, push. Roll back, press, separate, push. So the aim is that Tai Chi isn't just on one plane. We're not moving lovely, this one plane completely. We work in a sphere, we work 3-dimensionally. So you can exaggerate the movement and realize that what you're doing is you're falling off that front leg and coming up the back leg. Almost like you're falling off the front leg and go up the front leg. This way, when I push, I'm not pushing this way, I'm pushing from the ground up. I'm connecting underneath. Remember when I talked about lifting a glass? Don't pick the glass up from the top or push the glass across. You connect it, move your body underneath it and come up underneath the lift. Every posture does this. So even when I go from single whip, I'll turn, if I come over here, I'll come round to single whip, I'll sit back all the way around, in, under, up, step across, up, coming underneath, see? Underneath, and turn. Underneath, and lift. Every posture is the same. When you do an executive form here, underneath, and lift. Underneath, and lift. Underneath, and lift. So what that does is if someone's pushing you, instead of pushing you backwards and up and away, they're pushing you and you're coming underneath and you're catching in your leg. You're taking that force in to your body and you're looping it back out. Taking that force in and looping it back out. So if you look at the yin yang symbol, it's kind of like two fishes. If you think, well, if I just follow that line as it goes around, you can see here, mostly here. Imagine it goes around and up. This line around and up. So all the time the movement's going underneath and over, underneath and over, or underneath and up, back. So all the time I'm doing that kind of figure eight or that snake, the fish shape of the yin yang symbol, underneath and over, like a figure of eight. Boom, boom, yeah, underneath, up, roll back, and press. Now you can exaggerate that movement to get the feeling of the movement. But when you do it, when you practice your form, the movement's more of a sense internally. You're calibrating that feeling. So when I'm doing ward off left, I'm not going underneath and up and exaggerating it. I am releasing into that leg, coming underneath and up. When I'm going to roll back, I'm not going underneath and up, visually externally, but I am going release into that leg underneath, up, underneath, up, underneath, up. All the movement is here in my hips and my legs, all the work's in my legs. You're getting that feeling. The way to do it is just remember the 5 loosening exercises we're practicing is compression. Practicing this compression so your body sink, 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 up, 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 up. And talk, practicing those 2 movements. So when I'm doing that here, I'm going to compress into my left leg. Release underneath, talk, compress into my right leg, turn, release underneath and come up into my left leg, release. So I'm doing talk and twisting here, releasing the hip, in, open, step, up. Camera roll back. And press. Separate underneath and up. So I'm doing it in my body. It doesn't mean you have to see it on the outside. But when you practice, the best way to get the feeling is to start to practice by exaggerating the movement, by having that underneath and that swing feeling. You can do your form much more quickly, much more loosely. Once you get that feeling in your body, then slow down and get that feeling more in your mind and a sense of it in your body. So I'm not going underneath and up and a push, but I am going underneath, up and a push. I'm not going underneath and up and a wall off left, but I am going release, underneath, underneath and up. So I can get this feeling of coming up and out, up and out. Willie Lim used to call it cock and fire. That's what he thought. He's American now, so depends all his time with guns, I guess. But he would, in his mind, he would say, well, what I'll do first is I cock the gun, then I fire. I cock the gun, then I fire. Cock the gun, then I fire. So that was his analogy. Underneath was the and then the fire was a pull. So we've got underneath, cock, and then fire. If you think about that, so I'm going to go underneath here. I'll come up so you can see here. Underneath, so I'll cock the gun, and I'll fire. Release. In cocking the gun, come up and fire, and I come back. Cock the gun and fire. Cock the gun and fire. Cock and fire. Around, single whip. Send here in, fire, in, and fire. Or if I'm doing executive form, in and fire. Okay. So the more you practice that feeling, the more it becomes an integral part of what you do. I've been saying over the weeks, Tai Chi, whatever form of style that you do, I know we're teaching Chen Man Ching style, 37-step form, his first section up to 17 moves. But regardless of what style you do, all authentic Tai Chi has the same flavor, follows the same rule books, the Tai Chi classics, has the same underlying principles. So if you take these principles of body movement, spatial awareness, connection from the ground, moving up, being relaxed. As John was saying, these muscles aren't tense in your back, but they're loose and they're more mobile. Those principles, just from the 4 moves that John was demonstrating, I mean, play them till you feel comfortable with them, play them in different ways until you feel comfortable, faster and slower. And then once you've got that feeling, then take another 4 moves, another 1 move, and play with it, and gradually your form won't just be a dance, your form will start to come alive and be really Tai Chi. Okay? I'm just going to turn all the cameras on so I can see everybody. I'll disappear for a second. Okay. So I don't know if there's any questions or whether you're comfortable with what we're doing. So the aim now is for, in about, I would imagine around about 6 weeks, hopefully some of the classes will be able to go outdoors again. But over the coming weeks, each week, so next week, Steve's going to do something, and then the week after, Rob, and the week after, John, and maybe the week after, Lynn again. So we're going to practice different aspects of Tai Chi, different Qigong sets, all for you to get different experiences. If you have any questions, please do ask. So we could say learning Tai Chi is hard, but learning Tai Chi using technology, that's even harder sometimes. So I hope you're finding this class is useful and helpful and interesting. So is everybody okay? Does anybody have any questions before we close the class up? You can turn your microphone on if you want to ask anything. If you don't want to ask anything, all I will say is thank you for everybody. Thank you to everybody. We'll see you next week. I can't guarantee I'm always going to try and do this park thing. It's quite a lot of work for not, but I think it looked quite nice anyway. But just disappear when I go off the camera. All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Well, I'll see you all next week. All right then. Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.